What's going on, guys? I wanted to give you guys a combat guide this week on the First Descendant. You're wondering, what is the First Descendant? Well, it is another looter shooter coming out this year in 2024. I'm going to give you guys one thing. It is going to be the next best looter shooter in 2024. Watch and see. You know why? Because I played over 50 plus hours in the pre-release, okay? All the test servers I've played in, okay? I want to tell you guys one thing. The combat feels amazing. I can't stress this enough. I'm going to break down exactly what you need to know about the combat. Everything from responsive movement to impactful abilities and enemy variation. I will keep it short and sweet for you guys. I won't spoil too much. I am only going to break down two descendants, Ajax and Bunny. So pay close attention as you guys see the wonderful gameplay. I'm going to showcase everything that you see, all right? So the game starts off pretty simple. It is really easy to understand, guys. I promise you the combat is not that hard to understand. You basically got combinations at the bottom. You guys see on my bottom of my screen, I have abilities. I have 4 and each one has its own combo, okay? It's really not that hard to understand. But like aiming and shooting in most FPS, that's pretty much the same as well, so you'll understand really quick. Now the only thing that is new to you probably is the grappling. Grappling will allow you to get around areas faster, okay? So you want to go ahead and practice using that as soon as possible, okay? So what weapons am I using? Well, as you guys can see in the bottom right of my screen, I have 3 weapons. I have a primary, secondary, and a heavy weapon. My heavy weapon is my rocket launcher, so when I shoot my rockets, it sticks to the enemy and then detonates after a certain amount of time. My primary is just a basic assault rifle. Like in most FPS games, it'll kind of feel like a normal assault rifle, but what really raised my eyebrows was my second weapon, the scout rifle. Oh my gosh, I am in love with the scout rifle. If you guys played Halo, it feels like a battle rifle, okay? And I know you know what that feels like. I'm telling you, it feels amazing. The gun sounds feels great. The combat, you cannot stay still. You're always moving. And specifically for this one, like I'm playing Rage right now, each enemy has its own weak points. Minions and stuff like that, or smaller enemies, you know, just a headshot damage, that's usually the weak point. But enemies like this, for example, has specific spots that is their weak point, so you want to go after. Also, each enemy has an element that is their weakness as well, so you want to kind of build your builds around that element. See, that's why I said there's a lot of variation in the combat and synergy, I must add, okay? The abilities, for example, Ajax, as you guys seen in the gameplay, has shields. I use these shields as a defensive measure to protect myself from all surroundings because the enemies can get tough at times. Now, in the beginning, there's world difficulties, or difficulties to say. You got normal and then you got hard. And more difficulties along the way because it's a live service game, okay? So yes, I said it's a live service game, so there will be continuous content. We only got a small piece of what's coming, okay? Especially in the beta. If you haven't played the beta, that's okay. I'm showing you good gameplay right here so you guys can get an example of what to expect when you play the combat here. I'm not lying to you guys, you're probably gonna push 100 hours minimum. Now watch me now. If come back to the channel and say I didn't push 100 hours, then I'm like, well, I guess it wasn't for you. But I guarantee you most people will be pushing 100 hours minimum, okay? I'm personally probably gonna push 1,000 because I've already played the game and I'm gonna tell you it's gonna be great. As long as the devs haven't changed anything since then, since the technical test, I promise you it's gonna work out. Now, the good thing about the combat also is the devs have changed the combat over time, especially from the first beta to the second beta to the technical test. They are listening to feedback and they're adjusting the combat accordingly to what the feedback is saying. And they're doing it quickly and it's becoming an amazing game. As you guys can see, I'm using Bunny now. Bunny has different abilities. She's the fastest descendant in the First Descendant, okay? And a lot of people will probably use her in the beginning stages because they want to get through the combat effectively and efficiently, okay? So there's many different weapons, shotguns, rifles, hand cannons, all right, scout rifles, rocket launchers, etc., etc. You know what I mean? The customization is there. The combos and synergies are there. The boss fights are there. So, as you guys can see, many different missions, many different objectives. Every single combat experience mission will be different, okay? Different element weaknesses, different types of missions. We talking about protect the device or something like that, or kill as many enemies, or where you have to grab a certain amount of orbs using the grappling hook in a certain amount of time. So it's a lot of content to keep you busy, man, especially the combat. And not only that, there are also specific missions that require specific descendants, as this one right here. You got to use electricity, and guess who has electricity? Bunny. So that's why we're using Bunny in this situation. The cosmetics is great. The appearances are great. I'm telling you guys will be very excited. And this game will release on July 2nd. Okay. I'm going to leave this video to you guys. I'm going to let you watch the rest of the gameplay. I hope you enjoy this, and let me know in the comments your thoughts on this game and will you pick it up? All right. Peace. Can't catch my speed.